If you get a request for a client call with 10 minutes notice, don't do what I did. Do what I'm going to show you instead. See what's going on. Got called to look into bidding on a project. It seemed like it was urgent. It felt like literally one of those things where like, okay, look, we're gonna hear you out, and then we're gonna just like get you in like as soon as possible. I get an email about the meeting 30 minutes before the meeting. I get the job description 10 minutes before the meeting. Now again, I would normally push the stuff off, but I had the time, and I was thinking this was like urgent, so jump in. They're like, oh yeah, we want you to be on video. I'm like, fine, that's great. I'm like, I look great on video, so let's rock and roll, right? We start talking about it's an architecture assessment. It's an Android problems. Custom app is rebooting every morning, crashing, sometimes crashing like towards the end of the day, and when it's been on for a while. Okay, well, sounds like a memory leak, right? It was something that like, okay, well, yeah, we'll slap some profilers on it. We'll do something like see what you've got, report for crash reporting, see what you've got like with a profiler, see what we can see. I think I can tackle this. And I gave him a quote. Like a few minutes into the meeting, like the Zoom call, the video drops out, and one person drops out and then comes back in, and I'm like, oh, is everything okay? And they're like, well, I'm in a car now. No, I can't hear you. Drive through a tunnel. I can't hear you. Fine. No. We finished the meeting up. I was like, okay, didn't really think much of it. And then afterwards, I got feedback. It's like, well, we didn't really understand how we were going to tackle the problem. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and they're like, well, we're interviewing you're not out of it yet, but we're interviewing some other people later in the week. So we'll get back to you next week. So here's the things that happened is that I took the call right away. I thought that was the good thing to do, but I think, in retrospect, like, keep your boundaries, move that meeting out into a time when you can prep for it, and give them like a presentation that, that the problem deserves. I thought that this was going to be a pinch time thing. I thought that they wanted to hire someone right away. Then I find out they got this whole week. I'm like, well, why did I get like 20 minutes or 10 minutes with the JD to prepare for it, and these other people get the whole week? So set your office hours, stick to your guns on office hours. Don't let your better nature get a hold of you and say, oh, I'll take this, I'll do this, I'll take this call with 10 minutes prep, because obviously I thought I did okay, but obviously they weren't impressed. Further, and I guess the last part of that is that they were running around too. I mean, obviously sometimes you got to take a meeting in a car, I guess. I don't know why they demanded that I be on camera. I guess to make sure I'm not AI. If I have to hold up like today's newspaper or something, like it is this day, yeah, keep your boundaries on your times, be well prepared, make the quick presentation, make sure they've got time and attention. To some extent, you can't really help it if they aren't paying attention, but I think it was really a function of everything getting slapped together at the last second. I mean, they started it, but I could have been smart enough or I could have been self-aware enough to say, no. We'll meet later in the week. It'll be better for you. It'll be better for us. And another thing that I learned, what you could do here is to have. This was for a type of architecture project I haven't done in a couple of years, so I didn't have sheets ready to go, but I do now. So if you can have the type of stuff that you do, if you can have sheets ready, maybe even for presentation, but at least a cheat sheet, say, okay, I do this, or we're gonna do this, is to remind yourself of what that is. But have those sheets ready to go. Now in this case, I didn't have the sheets ready to go, but if I had pushed it out, then I could have had the sheet ready to go. But if you are going to take these emergency meetings, it's not the greatest, but at the very least have your presentation, have your bam, bam, bam ready to go. Now, obviously, for your core offerings, you should already have that. If you don't, do that like right now. But like this was a niche specific thing. I mean, specifically, I've been working with TypeScript, full stack, JavaScript frameworks, a lot of web-based stuff, React or Astro stuff recently. This was mobile and Android, which I have in my past, and I know it quite well. It hasn't been what I've focused on recently. So I just didn't have that. ready. And I thought I had it top of mind, but you know, with 10 minutes prep, it's like it turns out, you know, at least for this client, it wasn't good enough. But if you need any Android architecture stuff, I'm totally brushed up on it right now. So rock and roll. Let's talk Jetpack Compose. So those were my lessons on this little thing. Keep your boundaries and be prepared, and be, you know, short and to the point. Have your rates ready and just hit it up like that. Don't try to scramble. Scrambling like that at the last minute is like hustling wasted, and that's what I learned. So see you next time. Peace. Full stack drip.
Full stack drip, yeah, you know the drill. It's a vibe, you know.